Good deal. Okay, guys, so welcome to our Dreamers Call. Normally this would be on Thursday nights, but we're going to do this on Wednesday because of Valentine's Day. And so we've got a really special guest since we're on with us. Like every Thursday, we have our dreamer workshop with my mom. And so she kind of walks us through some different things. But this specific call is a little bit of a follow-up call to the last one. So in the last call, and so at the very end of the call, we introduced this whole idea of boss babe boss and like what that means. And this mastermind is really cool because we really have like tried to target like every area in your life that you have to work on. So like boss babe mind is like, boss babe mind is like specifically for your mental like goals, like, you know, to help you get in the right mindset. Boss babe body is to help you with your physical goals. Well, there's this huge other aspect of our lives that fuel both of those goals, and that's financial goals. And so we introduced kind of this idea of boss babe boss to have it be an option and an optional aspect of the mastermind where you can actually like increase on your financial goals and learn how to be able to be your own boss and work for yourself and work from your phone and be able to have that option. And so we wanted to give that to you. And so we talked a little bit about boss babe boss. Me and Bree can kind of explain it a little bit better, but kind of, Bree, what's like the purpose of boss babe boss?
So really the boss babe boss is, I mean, like we all get so excited about our dreams. We're fired up, we're ready to go. But at some point, like you need to be able to pay the bills. You need to be able to fund those dreams. Like if you want to start a nonprofit, you got to have money. You got to have the capital. And so the whole idea behind the boss babe boss is the opportunity for you to be your own investor and for you to be able to fund your own dreams. And so we wanted to give you that sort of opportunity to actually be able to do that for yourselves. And that's where the whole idea of the boss babe boss kind of came about.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is like fueling your dreams and like figuring out a way to fuel your dreams. And the way that we built this mastermind, like all of us know, we're like, this is an investment. Like this is something that like, you know, like we had you guys fill out an application. Like we had you guys like go through and talk to me and Bree or talk to me and Britt or whoever it was and like really see if this was something that, you know, you were serious about and that you like, you know, we wanted intentional dreamers. We wanted people who get it and who like really were serious about what their goals are and like making them happen. And so like initially like this is an investment, but what's really cool about it is we want you guys to look at it and we want you to be like, hey, this like the mentoring, like the one-on-one workshops, the calls that we're receiving. I mean, to have somebody like even like my mom and so for example, to have her on, like she's done public speaking like across like the, you know, across the states and stuff and been able to come and speak to women, and she charges for mentoring and for coaching calls. Like she charges and so for a good amount, you know, for mentoring and for coaching other people. And same with Bree for social media. Like she's $100 to get on the phone with Bree for an hour, and it's because she knows what she's doing, and it's because, you know, she's going to teach you and give you all this knowledge. And so with the boss babe like mastermind aspect, I mean, there is so much that goes into that, and like so much like content that we want to be fueling and guest speakers we want to bring on, and like we want this to be so worth it to you. And so that's why it's an investment, is because there's hundreds of dollars going into that mastermind. Regular masterminds are, you know, pretty pricey and like expensive. It is an investment and stuff. But what we also did was we partnered with Isogenics so that we could give you a product, so that we could give you something that was substantial and so that you were receiving every single month. So like not only are you receiving all this knowledge and all this mentorship, but you're also receiving a physical product every single month. You're receiving your food and like everything that you need to fuel your body and to really like take on your like physical goals. All those things is included in the mastermind. And so with that, each and every month and so for, you know, it's usually around 150 and so for $130, $150 and so for each month. And that's qualifying you to be in the mastermind. And that's an investment. We see that, like, and we get that. And like all of us are kind of in the same boat when it comes to, you know, finances. But I like see that every month is like an investment in myself, an investment in my body, and also an investment in my future. And what's so cool about this is the way that we grew this is, and the way that we wanted to make this happen was so that there was potential for you to be able to grow within this. And like there was potential for you to be able to make your money back in this mastermind by doing the same thing that we're all doing and growing this and helping other people and sharing this knowledge and sharing what it is to be a part of this mastermind. And so that was one of the biggest things with this, is that we wanted this to have room to pay you back and to be able to grow. And so I'm going to turn things over to my mom, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about her journey with like fueling her dreams and how she's been able to do that. And so, yes.
Okay, that was awesome. Well, first of all, like with what Kaylee said, I think you guys doing this the way you're doing it is so awesome, because instead of it just being you guys paying in every month and you're getting speakers and you're getting content and you're having, you know, a lot of people participating, and then you're kind of on your own to go build your income, right? You're kind of on your own to go and create that dream and build your, you know, the other things that you want to do. And a lot of times in Mastermind, I've been in a couple of masterminds where literally it was just all of us kind of putting ideas in and talking, and it was really great, and you got off really inspired. But at the end of the day, you were kind of on your own. Like it wasn't integrated with any other company that could kind of also be a money maker for you too. And what I love about how you guys have structured this Boss Babe Boss is, like Kaylee said, your investment every month that you're making, so it's 100 BV, right, or $130, $150 to be in the mastermind. Well, you can just do that and get your food and your product from Isagenix, and that can be as far as you take it. Or you can do kind of what we're going to talk about tonight, which is share the application, share it, and begin to see some benefits financially of being in this Isagenix partnership. So Kaylee and Bree and Britt kind of asked me tonight to tell you guys a little bit about my business experience and why I got into direct sales. So I started out with a dream to build a company that could keep me home with my kids. And at the time I just had Kaylee. So I just had one baby, and I was working as a dental hygienist, and I was, you know, making good money, but I wanted to be home and be able to really be an entrepreneur. And so I ran with a little idea that I came up with through the dental office that I worked with, and created a kit for creating babies' hands and feet, 3-dimensional kit, like a little craft kit. Just a kind of crazy, fun little idea. But I ended up getting it into, you know, Michael's Craft, QVC, Target, Walmart, lots and lots of stores, and it ended up being a great little business for me. When I sold that business, there were so many downsides to that business. So the upside was I got to be home with my kids. I got to work for myself. I was able to be a stay-at-home mom. The downsides were like a million. Like my house was on the line every single month. I had a credit line that I had to secure. I had to ship all the product. I had to handle all the customer service. There were like 3 of us in the company, literally. My brother and him, my 2 brothers, my dad helped a little, and Kyle helped a little, and I had an assistant for a while. So what is that, like 5? So there weren't very many people to do all of these things. And it was a huge risk, a huge investment, every single month wondering if it was going to be successful. Now, I don't tell you this to discourage you in any way from running with your own business or dreams. I just tell you this because the way that I did it then and the way that I did it later on in my career, the reason that I chose a network marketing or direct sales business was because all of that was done for me. So they took the risk, they shipped the product, they provided the product, they paid everybody, they had a compensation plan. Like I just got to go out and share. And so what I did with that was, instead of using all my time for all of the workings in the business, I worked on my business, and I built a tribe and a community of women who were excited about, you know, living their dreams and sharing stories and building books, because it was a digital scrapbooking company with the direct sales company Heritage Makers that I grew and that I was with. So, but what was so awesome is every single month as I shared it with other people and they came into my team, my check from the company grew, and I didn't have any outgoing. Like literally in direct sales, you almost have to like look for expenses because you don't have to put out very much money. I had to buy a certain amount of product every month, and that was it. Like that was all I had to do to get my check and to get paid. And so I love the partnership. If you can find a really great company that is structured that way, where they do everything for you, and then you can work on building a mastermind. You can work on giving value to other women. You can create a tribe and a community like you guys are doing, with the potential for a residual income check if they want that, if that's something that they want. And not everybody will want to take advantage of the Boss Babe Boss part and build in Isagenix. But for those of you that do, it can be really huge. And so I wanted to show you guys some fun examples and tell you a little bit why I think Bree and Britt and Kaylee chose Isagenix. So first of all, Isagenix is a 16-year-old company. It is a several billion-dollar company. It's a very well-established company, and it's primarily known for being a very strong science-based health and wellness company. So when they were looking for something to partner with, they were thinking, okay, what is something that millennials our age buy anyway? Health and nutrition, food, shakes, things that you're taking that investment into your mastermind, and it's going to actually feed you one shake a day for a whole month, or more than that. But it's something that you can turn that money and put it into something else that not only gives you value in the fact that you get a product, but it gives you access into the mastermind, and then it also gives you the potential, when I show you in a minute, for getting the mastermind to actually pay you and to have that fund your dreams, and that, like Kaylee said, be a vehicle to doing other things that you want to do in your life. So another reason that they chose it is because, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen here and show you guys a couple of cool things. So one of the reasons that we got super excited about Isagenix is some of the people that are really killing it in this company, and they are millennials. There are millennials all over this company that are literally millionaires. I mean, not just making a little bit of money, but have grown great big masterminds, great big tribes, great big teams of people that are simply sharing what they're doing, taking the products, eating the food, all of that. And then it's because of the way it's built, they literally have, thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and a year coming into their pocket. So a couple of them that we wanted to show you are Emily Vavra. If you guys don't follow her, she's awesome. She has been in Isagenix, I think, 4 years, Kaylee, not a long time. And she's a multimillionaire in Isagenix. Another one is this cute Christina Fallon, and she doesn't have a very big social media following, but she is making tens of thousands of dollars a year. She's, I think, in the top 100 earners, and she's just a little bit older than you guys. And she has been in it for, I want to say 6 years. So she's been in it for a little bit longer.
I think she's only been in it for like 2, Mom. Like, she's like newer.
She newer.
She's newer. There's another girl who's been in for about 6 years, but she's only been in for like 2.
Is it Aubrey that's been in 6 years? I didn't.
Audrey. Mm-hmm.
Audrey. So you'll have to share with them, maybe on your Boss Babe page, some people that you guys can follow that have used Isagenix as a vehicle to their dream life, to being able to have freedom and being able to do whatever they want to do simply by sharing. And so another one that we really love, and this is one that I started following even before Isagenix, and that's Lori Harder. And she has a podcast called Earn Your Happy, and she also has a tribe and a mastermind called The Bliss Project. So success leaves clues, you guys. Women, millennials, successful entrepreneurs, people that want more out of their life, they want to be in a community of people that are doing the same thing. Like-minded people who have a strategy for their life, who have a structure and a plan, and are following it and going for it. And so, props to all of you guys. You're in the beginning of this Boss Babe Mastermind with these ladies who literally, you can all have a great residual income from the Boss Babe Boss part of this. And so, and like they've said, this is totally optional. You don't have to, even go down this road if you don't want to. But what's going to happen is, even if you're just doing your, $150 of Isagenix product every month and you're in the tree, you are going to have people showing up under you, and the potential for this is really huge. So, so before I jump into kind of showing you that, and it's really simple, and you guys will be like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. Is there anything you want to add there, Kaylee or Bree or Britt or anybody?
I don't know. I think, like, if anyone has any questions as we're going through this, and so we're like, we can talk about this, but just like my mom said, like, this is something that is optional. This is something that, if you're looking for something, for another way to bring in income, for a way to work for yourself, like these girls, I have been following these girls for the last couple of months, and I was just like, how did they do this? Like, how are these girls that are my age, they're 23 years old, making $2,500 a week? How are they doing all this? And it's because they built such an awesome tribe. And my mom said it, and so we're like, success leaves clues. Like, they had a structure, they had a strategy for their life and how to do it. And so this is an option. This is something that if you're in a place where you're looking for, something that pays you in a side income where it's it pays you back in time and in community and all of these things, then that's one of the goals that we have with this mastermind. Is we didn't bring all these girls together and get you guys all pumped up about your dreams for nothing. Like, we want to give you a way to actually accomplish these dreams. And this is like living like proof in the pudding that other people are doing this and other people have done this, and like that we can do this too, that all of us have the potential to be able to be just like these girls that are literally nonprofit owners now, TED Talk speakers. Like, that's what they do because literally Isagenix funded their dreams and like does fund their dreams. And so that's what's so cool about this. And so this is one of those things that it is an option, and it's just if you want to share, and it's nothing, you know, like, oh, hi, like Isagenix and stuff. It's like, no, like, I'm a part of a mastermind. Like, that's what you're a part of. You're a part of a mastermind. You're a part of a group that, you know, is tackling health, like mind, body goals, like all of these things. That's what you're a part of. But there's this aspect of it where if you share it, you share the application, then we can be able to grow this together. So, yeah.
Well, and I think what is so cool about what you guys are doing is, you know, somebody like Lori Harder, she knows that partnering with a great residual income building business is smart. Like, you know, doing everything on your own and having to create everything on your own like I did, that's a great way to make money. But I had to be engaged every minute in that business. If I had to be calling buyers and shipping product and checking on bills and making sure we paid our vendors, and if I stopped and went on vacation for a week, I didn't have residual income. And that is why I fell in love with direct sales. Is when I started in Heritage Makers, I'd never done that before. I'd never had residual income. You guys, once you start having a check that comes to you no matter what you do, you know, thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars a week to start, and then thousands of dollars over time, you will run through walls to have the opportunity again. And what that does is that creates true freedom, because people are purchasing, they're loving the products, they're feeling like, you know, supported from the company, and the company is just sending you a thank you check and saying, hey, thank you for telling people about this amazing product. And what I love so much about Isagenix is their products are insane. Like, I sat in a meeting this afternoon where a guy who has MS stood up and talked about how Isagenesis is changed his life forever. And like, the products are good and they're science-based and they work and they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, and you're not selling the products, you guys, you're sharing the mastermind. The products are just an awesome part of that. The fact that they get to take advantage of all of this, that isn't, you're not out doing the traditional, hey, join my network marketing company. You're saying, you know what, I'm in this mastermind where I'm getting everything. I'm getting support for body, I'm getting support for mind and dreaming, and I'm inspired by speakers, and I get to go to events, and I have this community, and I'm part of a tribe. And then I have this awesome opportunity, if I want to share the mastermind. And it's that simple. And Kaylee and McKenna and Bree and Britt and Katie and, you know, Michelle and all of you guys that are in the beginning of this, you are showing somebody a path that anybody could follow. I was listening to Bree and Kaylee the other day on FaceTime. I think you were FaceTiming a cute girl, and you were talking about her application. And it was so cool because she was talking about her dreams and her goals, and you guys actually have a vehicle for that to happen. I mean, it isn't just about everybody getting together and going, yay, we're excited to be dreaming. It's, hey, listen, in addition to this, we are going to offer you as many opportunities within this mastermind as we can. And so this is just one of them. This is just one of them. So let me show you a couple of really cool slides that are really easy to understand, and then I can kind of take some of your questions and stuff. So let me go right here. Okay, so I'm going to kind of close this a little so it's not so big right there. So this is how easy their compensation plan, or the way that they pay anybody who, so once you do your 100 BV every month, you are a qualified associate. So now you can get paid in the plan if you want to, okay? And all you have to do to qualify yourself to get paid in the plan is have someone that you've shared it with on the right side and someone on the left side. So 2 people that you've shared it with. And then that person, if they decide, can share it with 2 people, and so on and so on. And as soon as you share it with 2 people, the company is going to send you $50. They're going to send you a little ISA wallet card that they put money on. And then every week, as that team grows, you're going to see money start to show up on that little card. Now, once you share it with those 2 people and they share it with 2 people, then the company is going to send you a $250 bonus and say, hey, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. And all you're doing, you guys, is sharing the mastermind, because the investment to be in the mastermind is, your Isagenix order every month. So it will grow literally almost itself. Like, it's really kind of already started to do that. And what's so fun is that it is so much more than just building a team in a company. It's sharing, and people are getting so much value. And then in addition to this can turn into a business. And there are some of you that will come into this and going down the road that will become Emily Vavras and Lori Harders and decide that building within the Isagenix plan is pretty dang awesome. They pay really good, and it's a solid vehicle that you can have fund your dreams. So then you can travel to Europe, and you can start a nonprofit, and you can build a home that you want to, or have your husband be able to go back to school, or whatever it is that you want. The dream is still the same. The dream that you have is still the same. It's finding a way to fund that. And as this grows, it's just the same thing. So when you guys share the application, and you tell somebody about the mastermind, you're telling them about all of these aspects, and then you're having Bree or Britt or Kaylee or whoever else get on and talk with them and interview them and see if it's a fit, because you want people to know coming in, just like you did, that this has several aspects to it. And some people will get really, really excited about this aspect. So it's really a simple thing, though. It's literally so you do your 100 BV or your $150 order, you're now an associate. And as soon as you have shared it with 2 people that sign up on the right and the left side, you are now qualified to get paid in the plan. So that's probably the simplest way to explain it. Kaylee, Britt, Bree, tell me what else you'd like me to kind of talk about with that, or we can open it back up for questions.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say, because we have so much value in this mastermind, because we have so much that we're offering people, it's growing really fast. And if you're worried about the people that you need to be talking to or reaching out to or whatever, honestly, pray about it. I don't know if that's to the universe or to God or whoever, but I know we're doing a good thing. We're trying to help people, and we're trying to help people succeed in whatever capacity we can. And so I know for 100% fact that those kind of people who've been needing an opportunity like this will be attracted into your life, because God knows, or the universe knows, that you are trying to help people, that you're trying to do a good thing. And he can see that. And so therefore, he's going to use you. The universe is going to use you as a piece in the game to help other people. And so I know that if you're just really consciously caring about people, people will be attracted into your life who need an opportunity like this. So it's not scary. It's just care about people and they'll come.
And we've seen that, guys. Me and Bree and Britt and Silver are probably on around an average of at least 3 to 5 calls a day, with people who filled out the application. Just because girls need this. We need each other. We need this community. People are looking for an opportunity. They're working at Old Navy. They're working, another job. They're trying to pick up something else. They're so worried. They're so at the mercy of other people. And I kind of talked about this a little bit in our group message, but I was just saying I know that I had an experience, and I know that Lisa kind of shared her experience, but I had an experience about a year and a half ago where I worked for the coolest company. I had all these benefits. It was such an awesome company. I was getting paid really well. I was working a lot though. I was working a ton of hours, and I kind of they kind of owned me a little bit. I was had to be there, to get paid. And then all of a sudden one day I just got laid off. I came in after lunch and everyone was gone. Everyone was gone, and they had laid everybody off. And one of the partners of the company walked me out to my car, and I remember him apologizing to me and just telling me, I'm so sorry. And I remember looking at him and just having this thought and being never again. Never again is this going to happen. Never again am I going to let somebody else be in charge of my livelihood, in charge of my future, in charge of everything that I'm doing. Never again will I let this happen. Like, I am my own boss. Like, I am the creator of my own destiny. And so because of that, like, I was like, I have to find a way to work for myself. Like, I will be an entrepreneur until the day I die. And so that, like being able to have the freedom, have something pay you back in time, guys, like pay you back in time, where you have the time now to go out and create your dream instead of getting paid to give your time away to build somebody else's. Like 100%, I would go with, anything in Zipper that gives me the time to be able to create my own dream. And like, this is something that can do that. And so just like Bree said, like, there are girls that are like flocking, like there are people who are looking for this opportunity, and you're not ever having to share, like, oh, shampoo or, oh, like shakes or anything like that. Like, you don't have to do any of that. You are sharing the mastermind. You are sharing the essence of this mastermind group and like what the value that you're achieving from this. Like, if you have friends, if you have, people that you think about, people that you're worried about, they could use this in their life. Like, they could use this, and this could be something that they have been praying for, they've been thriving for. And so you never know. Like, you never know who's going to be presented to you, or who's going to come into your life that is looking for that direction. And this might be everything they're looking for. And so, yeah.
Well, you know what, Kaylee, you said a couple of really great things. So money is emotional, right? And so everybody is weirded out by money that costs to invest, money that goes into the downline, money that you have to have. Kaylee, not having money when she felt like she was, in this job, and then And so sometimes that is there's like a weirdness, but we all have to have money. Like, everybody has to have money to live, and people that are out of struggle can do great things. And people that have a residual income can do great things. And so I didn't really show you the rest of kind of how it works, but literally Isagenix pays you 6% on every level all the way down. I mean, the gentleman that signed me up in the company is a 30-year friend. He is a 10-time millionaire. He makes about $20,000 a week in his residual income business. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, that is so amazing. Think of all the good things that he can do with that income. And so you guys on this call and in this mastermind have big dreams. I know some of you want to start a nonprofit. Some of you want to be able to have the freedom to travel. You want to help people in crisis. You want to, enjoy your life too. And so be open. Like, I'm a lot older than you guys are. And I can tell you that when I was your age, I wasn't open to network marketing. I wasn't open to this. I didn't understand it. And people that don't understand it often say no to it. And so what's so cool is that you guys introduce it in a way that it's just a part of the mastermind. It doesn't have to be one that they even, there's a buffet here, a smorgasbord of all the stuff that they're being offered in your mastermind, and they can decide to take advantage of that or not. It doesn't, it's just part of the opportunity. And some people will grab onto that and go, holy cow, I see the opportunity. This could be huge. And others will just want to be involved in the mastermind, do their $100, $150 order every month. That is their investment in the mastermind, and, grow with the team. But money is something that people get all whacked and weirded out about because, oh my gosh, it costs something, or I have to invest, or you know what? Money is just energy. Money, currency is energy, and that's all it is. And when it's a positive exchange of energy, positive currency, that's what you guys are giving. In my opinion, the value of being in this mastermind, especially as it grows, it's going to be worth thousands of dollars a month. The investment will be so small to be able to rub shoulders with the women that will be attracted into this and already are running this. So to me, I just feel like it's genius. Like, it's such a perfect way to give people an opportunity that they might otherwise not even know about or even say no to because they don't understand it. And in this way, they can have the opportunity to say yes or no, but to have it be huge for them either way, literally. So I just think it's such a cool part of it. And as you guys learn about it and get, more involved in it, what will be really fun is when some of you take advantage of that and you're sharing the application all the time and you start to get a check, and pretty soon you're making more than your investment into the mastermind. So then you're actually being paid to be in the mastermind rather than you paying to be in the mastermind. So.
Yeah, Mom. And I think maybe you could explain a little bit, and so I think it'd be cool, and so if you could explain a little bit more about how it starts to pay you, you know,
Okay.
just so people can see and stuff, because like people, like those bonuses are really awesome at the beginning, but I think it'd be cool for people to see like just how it starts to pay you and how fast it starts to do that. And so I don't know, and so I just think it'd be awesome for us to kind of see that as well.
Let me look at, okay, so what's so great about this system is it really is just super simple. And it's literally building just 2 teams. So if we go into the actual like isogenics, this is how it works. You have a right team and a left team, and you're paid on 6% of everything coming into both those teams. And if one team is bigger than the other, the company actually holds your, you know, bonuses until it catches up, and then it pays you on that. And everyone going in has to go in on the right or left side. And so you benefit from people coming in that you never ever know, never see, had nothing to do with, but they have to go in under you on the left side or on the right side, depending on where, you know, you are. And so literally the potential for the income is amazing. I'm going to go back to this other little slide here. So in the beginning, like Kaylee was saying, they pay a lot of upfront bonuses. So once you have a right and a left side, if you brought in a right and a left, like Kaylee and Bree have both done that, they've actually gotten to Crystal Manager. So they are receiving a bonus from the company, you know, of $250. And then once you do that within 60 days and then 120 days, when you help someone else do the same thing, you know, you can make up to $2,000 just in upfront bonuses right at the beginning. But the way that the plan works long-term is it's all on volume. And as the team grows, you're paid in what is called a cycle. And without getting into, you know, too much like hairy details of it, it's literally every time you cycle, you get $54. And you can be cycling 10 times a week. You can cycle 100 times a week. I mean, it can grow substantially, and it's all just based on the volume of the sales coming in. And it counts everyone. It counts customers. It counts associates. There are people that I'm building and signing up that are going in under you guys. Like, that's what's so cool, is it's a very synergistic compensation plan, and there aren't any takeaways. It's not confusing. I mean, that's one of the reasons that we chose this company to partner with is it's a very generous compensation plan. And it's a very simple compensation plan. So Kaylee, I'm going to show your back office kind of, if it's okay for a second, because I think this is kind of interesting to see. So here's Kaylee, and then if you look, here's Bree over on this side. But I want to show you Kaylee's right side. So Kaylee hasn't signed up. Kaylee, did you sign up RJ, Dallin, or Jordan?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so let's go down a little more. Oh, it's going to make me log back in. Sorry, hold on here. I just want to show you how, like, Kaylee wasn't really doing very much with this, and it was growing from my efforts and the people above her and even people below her. So
everything like works together. Like everything goes on like underneath everybody. So like this Boss Babe Mastermind team, everybody is in the same team. So like Bree, and so if she enrolls someone personally to her, it's going to fall underneath Kelly. Like it's going to go underneath Lisa, like that kind of thing. And that volume is going to help Lisa. It's going to help Kelly. It's going to help the entire team. If I enroll someone, anybody that is putting anybody in, that volume is helping the entire team. And like my mom said, you're getting paid 6% on that. So like 54 and so times like if you're cycling, say you're cycling, 10 times a week, and so like, or they max it out at 250 cycles a week, which that maxed out is $13,500 a week, which that's like, okay, like you've been building and you've been working really hard. Obviously, like there's a lot of people going in there, but that's like what it maxes out at. And so, I mean, that's why I'm saying there's girls that are making $1,500 to $2,500 because they're cycling 20 to 40 times a week, if that makes sense. And like, we will go over a lot of these details. We're gonna start having optional meetings on Saturday where it's like the Boss Babe Mind, or not Boss Babe Mind, sorry, Boss Babe Boss, where we're talking more about the details of this so that we can help people reach those goals if that's what they're looking for. And so just to give you guys an idea, everybody's helping everybody.
Well, and what is so fun about this is, you guys, everyone that comes into the mastermind, the investment for the mastermind is their Isogenics auto ship. So every month they're investing $150 in Isogenics products. They're somewhere in the downline. They're somewhere in the Isogenics structure. And so if I were you and I was coming in at this point of the mastermind when it's just barely getting started, I would be sharing that application like crazy. I'm so excited to be in this mastermind. I get to work with Bree Jackson and Kaylee McGee and, Brittany Gardner. And there's all these, amazing people coming in, and I'm so excited about it. I'd love to have you take a look. And you're not, everything is so transparent. They fill out an application. They have a call where it's all explained to them. Nobody who joins the mastermind is ever going to be like, oh, I didn't know what this was. It's so many different aspects that they can take advantage of, whichever ones they want to. But everybody in the team is going to be somewhere in this team, in this downline team in Isogenic. So the potential for income is really, really huge. And I love that they're going to do optional calls. And so, because there will be girls that come into this and really successful, awesome people that will be like, I'm not really interested in building that, but I understand the investment, So they make the investment, but they're not interested in sharing or building. And then you'll have other girls that will come in and go, you know what, I need to make some side hustle money. I'm interested in, in sharing the application. And the other thing that's amazing about that is as you share the application, you benefit directly, but everybody else benefits too. And so it's just so cool. Like they've just built it in a way that is so synergistic, helps everybody. Nobody gets left out. And you might decide right now you don't want to do anything with it. And down the road, you might look at your leg and go, holy cow, I might want to do something with this because this could be an income for me. That kind of helped, Kaylee.
Yes, totally. That totally makes sense.
So, and like Kaylee said, we can get into a lot more detail about this, but you guys can think of it this way. You could be in a mastermind where Bree and Britt and Kaylee are just saying, hey, pay us $100 every month or $150 every month, and we'll give you value. But what they have done instead is said, hey, invest in yourself every month, get awesome products and half of your food for the month paid for, and at the same time, we'll plug you into a system that can make us all wealthy, that can create residual income for all of us, and that we have a system for. So plug your people into the system. Like I wish I could sign people up in Boss Babe Mastermind. Like I want to be able to say, hey, Bree and Kaylee, will you get on? I'll share the application. Will you get on and talk to them? And we'll put them in this team, right? You guys have such an opportunity here that is so unique and different than so many other, you can either join a direct sales or network marketing company, or you can join a tribe or a mastermind. This is everything all rolled into one. It's like I feel like it's just perfect for creating success and building entrepreneurs and giving you guys an additional way to have a residual income. And what I would tell you to do is I would tell you to test it. So if you're on the call tonight and you haven't shared the application, but you're really excited about this team, share the application. Don't take the opportunity from someone else because you don't know if they would want it or you aren't sure you can explain it. Let Bree and Britt and Kaylee do the heavy lifting. They're doing the calls. They're interviewing the girls. And at any time, someone can opt out and decide they don't want to be in the mastermind. It's not, like they have to be. But if they want to participate in it, this is the value of that $150 investment every single month.
Yay. I love that.
Sorry, I just keep stopping because I want to make sure that I'm explaining it and helping you guys to understand it really well, but at the same time, make sure that Kaylee and Bree are adding to it. So.
No, this is awesome. This is so good. And we can I don't know, Bree, we can open it up for questions and everything. Cause I want you guys' feedback. I want your input about this. And me and Bree can hop on a personal call with you too. If you have questions about this or you're like, hey, let's go. What do I need to do? Cause there's so much money that's just sitting on the table. That's just right there. And all you have to do is share the application. All you have to do is, we've kind of done the heavy lifting. We've built the framework of everything. And so because of that, we wanted to make this so easy for anybody who's joining. And it makes me feel good and super hearing my mom say that we could have built this mastermind and been just give us $150 each month and we'll teach you all these things. But instead we wanted this to be more. We wanted this to be more of an opportunity, more of something to give you a platform to go off of, to build your brand, to build your business, to build everything that you're trying to do and fuel your dreams. And so we're open for discussion. Yes. Does anybody have any questions that we want to address like on the call today?
I had a quick question. What's a cycle?
Okay, so a cycle is when one side does 900 and the other side, one side does 600 and the other side does 300. And it doesn't matter which side. So it's about 900 BV. That's
600.
600 and 300. Sorry. So 900 total in BV is done between the two sides, the two teams. That's what's so cool too, is that both teams are contributing together. And then that's a cycle. So then the computer goes, oh, I owe them 6%. And it pays you a cycle. Bree and Kaylee, have you gotten cycles? You've started cycles.
So every time you cycle, it ends up being $54. And like they were saying, Dave cycles and he maxes out at the 13,000, whatever it is, every single week.
Yeah.
And so like that can be something that you can achieve as well. Like that can be something that you can be kind of striving towards. It can be a goal that you have, is to be able to cycle multiple times a week and just not have to worry about your bank account.
I mean, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, so like business volume, when we're saying like 100 BV or like 600 BV or, 300 BV, like what that is, that's just business volume. That's people's auto ship. So it's like, okay, everyone is paying 100 BV, right? And so for like all of us are, to be qualified and be in the mastermind, or like anybody who's underneath us is all paying 100 BV. And then plus anybody else who's signing up, which mind you, everyone is trying to sign up there too, who are trying to sign up there too. So like there are just people that are just like flooding in. So that volume, like I don't even check and so, but my volume is always like, I have no idea where it's coming from and so, because it's just coming in my downline. And it's just because other people are building that. So because of that, I'm cycling. And so that's like where you start to make the residual all the time.
And if you cycled 3 times a month, that would cover what you're investing in the mastermind. And I think a lot of times people are like, well, but wait, I have to sign all the people up myself. But that's what's so great. As long as if you have a right and a left, if you've signed up 2 people ever and they both do their 100 BV, you might never sign up another person. Every single other person in your whole business could come from the people signing up in the mastermind. Like literally, if you want to get crazy and build it faster, of course, share the application with tons of people, but a right and a left is really all you need. And now you're qualified to be paid and you're qualified to benefit from all the volume coming in on both of the 2 teams that you guys are building. So that's why it's such a synergistic plan and why it works so well in a mastermind format like this, because there aren't all kinds of crazy rules and you have to qualify this and this person has to have that. If you have 100 BV, which is about $150 order, and they each have their 100 BV, which is the same, then you're set. Dave went all the way to millionaire with just that. He didn't worry about, hitting Crystal Executive and all the other bonuses that they have that are awesome. That it's just a super simple plan. And so that's why Bree and Kaylee are saying, hey, listen, just share the application. And if somebody puts your name on the application, then when they call them with you, that person is enrolled to you and qualifies you to be paid and start getting cycles.
Does that make sense, Lisa?
Yeah, sorry, I had to unmute myself.
You're good. You're okay. You're fine.
That does not make sense.
So in order to share the application, do you have the link for that and everything? Like, do you recommend sharing it on Instagram or what?
Yeah. So I have made a bunch of, you've probably seen them on my story, but I've made a bunch of different kind of things about the mastermind that you can just easily put on your story. They have like no photos on them. So it's just like very generic. Anybody can share them. And I'm going to be coming out with like a lot more of those as well, just so you have like new and different content to post whenever you want to. So I'll probably have new ones coming out every single week. And then if you have the swipe up link available, then we can put the Google link there, and that's like the Google Forms link. Wow, where they can go fill out the form, and then obviously on that form it says like who was the person, like what was the name of the person, and then they put like Katie Goldman.
And you could even put that,
and then we
Katie,
can
in your bio. Like, you don't have to, like, you could put that in your bio, or like send that out to people and be like, hey, like, I just joined this mastermind. I have all of these like draft messages, like, for people who are interested in sharing the mastermind, where it's like it's a draft message of like what to say. And like it's for somebody who you've been thinking of. And it's like, hey, like, I just joined this mastermind and like I'm getting a lot out of it. And I've thought about you a lot. And so I don't know if you'd be interested, but here's the application. And then if they are, they go fill out the application, and then we get the application and the answers back. And me or Brie or somebody calls you and is like, hey, Katie, guess what? So-and-so filled this out. Like, let's work out a time to talk to them, like that kind of thing. And so then we work out a time to talk to them and kind of sign them up underneath you.
Oh,
and then also,
I would actually like to do that, because I have been thinking about a couple people that I want to share it with. So send those.
That's what we love. Yes, guys.
Yes.
Woo, go Katie.
Yeah, totally. And then like when you put like things on your stories and stuff like that, if you don't have the swipe up link, just say like DM me for more information. And then that's where you can like talk more about it. So like, I mean, if you don't know a cousin or a friend or whatever, or you feel like you've exhausted all of your connections, like put it up on your story to people who may not even know you that well, but they end up coming across it and need an opportunity like this.
Yeah. And we want to make it so easy for you guys to share. Like, so like we'll come out with like this optional aspect of Boss Babe Boss. You'll see things come across the Facebook page that are like specifically Boss Babe Boss, like this training or specifically this, right? And Brie and Saverne and me are going to work on just creating all of this content, like all of these flyers that you can share, like you can screen record this call right now, or you can screen record one of our trainings or something like that and throw it up on your story and be like, hey, I'm part of this mastermind and it is so cool. And like last time we talked in the call about just like how awesome this is, like all of us were just like on fire because we were like, wait, I want to like tell everybody like this is so cool. Like I always am like, oh my gosh, like I want to share this. Like after we got done with the call, I like was sharing my story like 100 times because I was so like on fire about it. And I got so many people that responded back to me that were like, hey, I'm actually really interested. Can you send me the application? And then we send them the application. That application qualifies them. It's like, you guys all filled it out. And like that application asks you specifically, like, what are you looking for? What are, like, what are your financial goals? Like, how willing are you to invest in yourself? Like all of those things. What are your dreams? Like, has people list that out. And then me and Brie and like the like leaders, we can see those answers. We share that with you, share like what they said. And then we get on a text message with them and we get on a 3-way call, just like we did with you guys. Like, and it's just like duplicatable. Then it gets to the point where you guys are doing that. You guys are doing that with girls that you signed up. And like, we want to make this so easy, so duplicatable, so nice, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
And you know what?
Cool.
I just want to add like one more thing. So one of the things that I did direct sales with Heritage Makers until about 2 years ago. And then I stopped and I started doing coaching. And I was working primarily with influencers and helping them to see the opportunity in direct sales. So what I couldn't believe is how many amazing influencers had 20,000 followers, 30,000 followers, and they were still working at Old Navy, or they still didn't have any income. They were having a difficult time monetizing, their amazing audience. And what I thought was so cool is that these, like for example, Brie, like she does all this work with brands. She knows how to partner with brands. She knows how to build a business that way. There are so many of these influencers that can benefit, like you guys can benefit from learning from her, or they can benefit from learning from you. But there's an aspect to residual income that a lot of people just don't understand or not interested in. But even more than that, there are so many women that follow you guys and girls that I'm older, so I say girls, but young women that follow you guys that would die to be in your mastermind. They would love to be able to get on a call and listen to you guys and talk to you guys and be more involved with you guys, and just the confidence that would give them, and the inspiration and the hope and the ability for them to build something, because they have dreams too. They have goals too. They don't know how to grow them. And so think of it that way too, that you are offering, an opportunity not only for them to be a part of your tribe, but for them to change their own lives, because some of them will grab onto this and it will be a perfect fit for them, and they'll build a great big huge team that everybody will benefit from, but it will give them an opportunity to do something with you. And so let's see, Katie, when you were saying, can I put that out on my Instagram? Like, Yes, like the opportunity for them to click on that link and fill out an application and be a part of what you're doing. They follow you already. They want to be a part of what you are interested in. And if you say this is cool and this is awesome and I'm getting something out of this, and I'd love to have some people from my community join this community, like what an opportunity. I mean, I follow several people that if they started a mastermind, I would join it tomorrow. I'd pay hundreds of dollars a month to be a part of it and to be able to get on a Zoom with those people. So you guys, that's another really cool way that you can use your influence to bless people's lives by bringing them into this mastermind.
Yes, I 100% agree. Like I mean, like that's the other thing too, is a lot of you guys have come to us and been like, hey, like I want to build my platform. Like I want to become an influencer. I want to become a blogger. I want to do all these things, which I'm like 100%, like all of us are like, yes, like let's do that. Like that kind of thing. Like, let me help you. But here's the thing is, and you'll discover this really quickly, is when you become an influencer, when you become a blogger, when you have like that influence, you need a platform. You need something that you are all about, because like it gets to a point where you're like, but why am I posting? Like, what is my niche? Like, what is my thing? You know, like why, what sets me apart? And so as an influencer, what am I influencing? And like, if you were to be able to make the mastermind your own, like make this your own platform and be like, actually, like I'm all about empowering girls and I'm all about empowering fitness and I'm all about, and so we're, you know, doing mentorship and training and, you know, like I'm a part of this mastermind and like that is what I'm all about. Like this is my platform. Like this is what I focus on. And here's something I can give to my audience to connect my audience to me, and like for them to be able to feel like they're getting value from like my posts, from my blog, from all the things I'm doing, because I've literally fit this mastermind to me. I've made it my own mastermind. And like that's what we want it to be. We don't want it to be, the reason why it's called Boss Babes Mastermind and not like, you know, the Kaylee McGee or the Bree Jackson Mastermind or something like that, is because we want all of you guys to take it and make it your own mastermind. Like make it your own thing, plug them in, like do whatever you need to do to grow this and also grow and monetize for you. For those of you who are doing social media and like working on social media, me and Bree can both, and like Britt, we can all like attest to you, like it's kind of exhausting, like after a second, to get paid on social media is like brand deal after brand deal after email after email. And you are just constantly looking for the next brand deal. Like you're just like, please work with me. Please. Like I need this, you know, like this one comes through and it's like, okay, that's a couple $100, but when's the next one going to come? And it's just like, you're constantly looking for something. You're constantly looking to monetize your things and it's not residual. And so that's the only like downside of that. And so partnering with a platform, with a mastermind like this, where you can actually use the mastermind to give back to your audience and to plug them into something that literally is going to pay you and going to pay them and going to give back so much value. Like you're serving your like followers, you're serving your audience. And so that's really cool. You can use that to really like maximize your influence and grow your blog or your photography or whatever it is, because you're making the mastermind your own. And so that's like our dream with this, is that you'll make this mastermind your own.
That's awesome.
Good deal. Does anybody have questions? Anything else that we can like go over and talk about, that kind of thing?
I think that I would just add one last thing, you guys. One thing that I think for me, being in another direct sales business that was so much more complicated and the comp plan was crazy and all this stuff, like don't even worry about any of that. Like literally just share the application. Let them fill the application out and let them talk to Bree and you and Kaylee or however you're doing it. And let them decide if this is a fit for them. Like you don't want to talk anyone into this. And what the application does is it literally gets them, it kind of gets their juices flowing about what they would love to have happen in their life. And you have an answer for those questions, those things that they're looking at and going, oh, I'd really like to earn more income, but I don't know how. I'd really like to fund my dreams, but I don't know how. I'd really like to have a tribe of people that inspired me, but I don't know where to find them. Like you can answer so many of those questions with the application. So don't try to explain it all to them and be like, oh my gosh, let me tell you about this. This is what it is. Just say share your excitement about it and let them fill out the application. And then they get the like chance to decide for themselves that this is for them, because then they'll engage in it, they'll build in it. They'll be like you guys. They'll be like, okay, I invested in this and I love it. Like, I'm really excited to be a part of this. And it also makes it simpler for you so that you aren't feeling like you have to do all of this other explanation. That's why Bree and Britt and Kaylee have built the system for you guys. That's why there's an application. Because if there wasn't an application, then you'd have to be doing all of that. And okay, let me tell you about it and explain it and whatever. Just talk about how excited you are and what it's doing for you. People want to be lit up. They want to be around passionate people. They want to be around somebody who is excited about something. If you're excited about this and you say, I'm really a believer in this, you should check this out, here's the application. That's like all you have to do. So I'm just really excited for this team. I think you guys are going to give these other women in Isogenics a run for their money. A few months down the road, a couple years down the road, this can be such an amazing team doing so much good and creating millionaires in your team, creating women who have freedom, because freedom for some people is $500 a month. I mean, if you guys were each getting $1,000, $500 a week, if you were each getting $500 a week, that's like, hello, you can do what you want. And then that just will grow. So anyway, I'm just way excited to be a part of it. And I think you guys are doing a great job. This is very exciting.
Awesome. Cool. Well, guys, if you guys have questions or you're like, hey, let's do this, like, what do I need to do? Like, send me the application so I can share. Like, we have like a whole file ready to go and to share with you, and like how to share it, text messages, everything. And like, we will coach you, we'll help you. Just like my mom said, it's simple. Like, it's really simple. And this whole call and has just been to teach you guys like how to fuel your dreams, like that there are possibilities, there are ways, like, so you get to decide the why. Like, you get to decide why it is that you want something and like what it is that you want in that dream. But sometimes you don't always get to decide the how. Usually the how has nothing to do with you, and it shows up in ways that you had no idea it would have. And so just be open to things. Be open to the possibilities, to your dreams. It's so funny how we like put these dreams out into existence, and then all of a sudden these opportunities present ourselves and we're like, oh no, there's no way that could be like how it's going to happen. But it's like, no, the how's not up to you. Like, but if you allow it and sort of to, like, if you allow yourself to be open to these things, your dreams will happen, and there will be paths, there will be ways built for you to get there. Like, there's ladders, there's all of these different options, and so for you to be able to get to your dreams. And so this is just one of them. And so, yeah, we will be in touch, and so and anybody who has any questions, just let us know.
I love that, Kaylee. I'm so ready to start sharing stuff, so send me everything.
Yes, go Katie.
Go
Woo,
Katie.
we love that.
Thanks.
Heck yes.
Awesome. Okay, I'll end the recording for you guys. But thank you so much. I love being on these calls with you guys, and always know that you can reach out to me too. I am just here to help and support. So you guys don't even need me, but I'm here if you need me. So.
Oh, whatever. We do need you. Thank you. Thanks, Mom.